What is a phishing scam? Phishing is a type of internet scam where a scammer attempts to get you to divulge private information such as your username and password, credit card info, and other account information. The scammer will then use this private information to commit identity theft. At its essence, phishing is the act of pretending to be someone or something that you trust in order to trick you into giving the scammer sensitive data like your username and password. The ultimate goal is, of course, to take your money or identity. While there are many different types of phishing scams, these are the basics. The basic phishing scam is known as deceptive phishing. In a deceptive phishing attack, the scammer pretends to be a legitimate company and attempts to steal people's personal information or login credentials. These attacks are almost exclusively carried out via email. The email usually appears to be from a popular service or website such as PayPal, iTunes, or Amazon and is informing the scam's target that there is an issue with their account that needs to be fixed. Normally, a link is provided that will supposedly lead to a legitimate login page where the issue can be resolved. However, the link actually leads to a fake login page and is used to collect the target's login information. For a phishing attack to be effective, the email and website that is linked to must appear to be official and legitimate. There are several ways you can protect yourself from this type of attack. First, always try to check URLs carefully to be certain that they are the official website's address. Also be wary if the email seems to be too generic or has grammar and spelling issues. A more sophisticated version of the phishing scam is known as spear-phishing. Spear-phishing works in much the same way as a normal phishing attack does. The difference is that the attack is focused and specific. The scammers will customize their attack emails with the target's name, job title, company, phone number, or other information in an attempt to trick the target into believing that the email is legitimate. This increased sense of legitimacy increases the likelihood of the target clicking on the malicious URL or email attachment. Criminals launching spear phishing attacks will often use social media to gather information on their target. They'll then use that information to craft a targeted email. To protect yourself against spear phishing scams, you should be very careful with what you publish online, especially if it's sensitive personal information. And if you do receive an email that you think could be a scam, it's always a good idea to directly contact the person, company, or organization that supposedly sent it to you to verify that it is legitimate. There is an even more complicated variant of the spear phishing scam known as whaling. Whaling refers to an attack that is focused on a very specific person, normally an executive or official of a company or organization. These attacks are even more directed than a normal spear phishing attack. While they are somewhat more difficult to create, the payoff can be much higher. Phishing is one of the most devious scams out there, but it is possible to avoid it if you know what you're looking for and are very careful. Follow the tips laid out in this video, and as always, don't click on links and messages from unknown senders. And if you're not expecting the email, don't download any attachments. If you do happen to fall prey to one of these scams, be sure to change your passwords and keep an eye on your bank accounts and credit card statements for any purchases that you didn't make. Criminals who create phishing scams can be very clever, so be sure to be as careful as possible in your journeys online.